Hey guys and gals, how is it going? Happy Wednesday. We are towards the end of the month. And earlier this month, I celebrated a birthday. I am a September baby. And in today's video, I'll be doing a small birthday coloring book and supply haul. So welcome or welcome back. Thanks for coming over to watch my video. My name is Amy. Channel is Amy Katz Colors, and I enjoy coloring as a hobby. So a haul video, I'm going to be sharing some recent gifts that were either given to me or self-purchased that I've picked up since the last video. So let's go ahead and get started in no particular order. I have Witchy Vibes Bold and Easy Coloring Book from Jade Summer. In fairness, this and the next two I have shared in my Halloween and fall coloring book collection, which is another video that came out earlier this month up on my channel. Please check it out if you have not already. Sorry for the shameless plug. But Witchy Vibes is really an adorable Halloween-ish type of book that came out in 2024 from Jade Summer. And I like to do these types of books as a quick palette cleanser when I'm not maybe feeling up to doing some detailed and complex work. I particularly like adding a little bit of embellishment sometimes. I typically like to color in them with alcohol markers and then jazz them up with stencils, stamps, glitter, what have you. The next is Color by Number Bold and Detailed Witchy Life. And this one is from 5 Ideas Publishing, whom I believe, because I have the Cute-tastic, is from Emily Clark with an E. As you see here, there are some other releases by this publishing company, 5 Ideas Publishing. And I really am a fan of the Cute-tastic. I like how we've got some like two-tone or dual-tone way of coloring. Like, look how cute that one is. Of the merry-go-round or the carousel. And then at the back of this one, it's got some of the pages that were in the book but without the color by number. And I really am looking forward to coloring in this one. This one I purchased for myself. But it was around the time, it was like around my birthday. Then the last that was also mentioned in the Halloween coloring book collection is the latest released from Hannah Carlson, Halloween. And it is a wonderful book. If you have not heard of Hannah Carlson, she is a lovely, lovely illustrator that has created some gorgeous detailed books in a very unique style. They are all hardcover, I believe, and this one is no exception. It is double-sided, great quality paper, and the images are really amazing. And I'm looking forward to coloring in this one. So check that one out. And then from a lovely coloring friend on Instagram, I received a couple books for my birthday, which was super thoughtful. And those are Enchanted Faces from Hannah Lynn. And this one is a pocket-sized, which she knows that I love pocket-sized books. Also, I had never purchased any Hannah Lynn books before. I was kind of not entirely sure and kind of maybe a little intimidated by them as well. I don't really have a specific portrait type book, so this will be my first, but I have seen some amazing work. I believe Erica with Elm Colors, this is the one that she's completed in its entirety like recently. Really cute pages. I think that, you know, they'll be quick and easy to color and they'll look great. Like, kind of like the Morgan O'Brien, like it'll just look fantastic. So if that makes sense. But this one's been out for a while. What does it say? 2016. And of course, Hannah Lynn has a bunch of books too. So I'm excited to give this a try for my first Hannah Lynn book. And then the second gift is 50 dessert themed miniature coloring book from Camellia Angel Cova. Again, super thoughtful. I love coloring food and sweet treats. This coloring friend knows that. One of my favorite books is the Sachin Sachdeva Sweet Treats Color by Number. I also love Camellia Angel Cova, and we had done some buddy colors together in Camellia Angel Cova's books before. This one, I keep coming back to looking at this one and had it on my wish list because every time I see a completed page in this one, I just think it's so delightful. It's just super cute. You have a lot of fun with it and use some bright colors. And so I'm really looking forward to coloring in this one as well. I think also has been out for a little bit. Oh, well, it was 2024 and it probably coincided with Valentine's. This probably came out around then. So that is 50 dessert themed miniatures. Thank you so much to my lovely friend who has been so thoughtful to me. And then the next three are Art Therapy Hatchet Hero books that I had pre-ordered. I think I've talked about them before, but I've just received them earlier this month. And those are Vitro Tomb 2, which is the Disney stained glass color Riage Mysterieux. And I love this one. I've completed a page already in it, but it does have the tracker in the back. The solution, sorry if you didn't want to see, I'm just doing really quick. I know that there's some gorgeous flips out there. But I like how this one differs from the first. I have the first also, in that it does have the line work. And I really appreciate that. I like having the lines. So this one has 100 images and is double-sided, yep. So Vitro Tomb 2. I also had to pre-order Care Bears. I'm a huge Care Bears fan. I love Care Bears. And was very excited to get this one. It is 50, I think. Yes, and there's also a tracker in the back. So these are single-sided, and they have the color key, like where you can test different mediums and colors on the left, in addition to having them on the bottom. So really excited about coloring in this one. Again, let me know if you need to see a flip of any of these books. I'd be happy to do so. Or if you need links, I'm happy to provide links. I know I don't typically leave it in the description, but I definitely can respond and reach out if you have any questions. There's very bright colors in this one. And then there is one that I hope to do for Halloween. Where is it? It's number 16 there with the jack-o'-lantern. So that's Care Bears. And then ordered this as soon as I figured out that this was coming out, and that's Pokemon. And I love Pokemon so much, so does my daughter, that I purchased a separate copy for her. So we both have copies. I don't have to worry about missing out on any of the pages. This one is also 50. There are a few double page spreads, and they're bright and pretty detailed. So I'm pretty excited about that. Single-sided, similar style to the Care Bears one. All right. So those color by number books were ones that I had purchased for myself. And then like the week of my birthday, we had Bath and Body Works has the collection of Disney villains out right now. And I mention it because I purchased this case that I'm going to use for coloring supplies. You could use it as a makeup bag, but it is from the Maleficent line. And there is a, what do you call it? Shadow. Oh, you can see it on camera. That's good. Silhouette. A Maleficent. I'm losing my voice. And it has this like snake skin look on the back. There's a little emblem there, logo there on the zipper. It's pretty wide. The inside is this like iridescent blue and purple snake skin, which is also on the back. And I thought this was gorgeous. I love these colors. And like I said, it's probably for body hair or makeup, but really you can use it for whatever you want. And so for me, I will be storing some type of coloring supply in here. That's what I plan to use it for. So, and I also bought some of the body care and candles. I love it when they do a theme like that. They had done the Disney princesses, like, what was it, last year or earlier this year maybe? And so I was really, really excited about the Disney villains. And then I just have a couple more things. My husband and my mother-in-law didn't know that they both got me Lego Star Wars gel pens. So I have 2 sets. They both know me really well and thought that I would like these. And I didn't know that these existed. They're really cute. 0.7 millimeter. And they look like little lightsabers. So I'm excited, and it's totally cool to have a duplicate set. So that I can use when they use them up, I'll have more to go. But let me just take one out here so you can see it. Woo! Aren't they adorable? So I love Legos. I don't know how many times I've mentioned that. Maybe not too many times. I don't talk about it a ton. It is protected. But it's a gel pen. And it looks like a Lego lightsaber. So super adorable. I love Star Wars. I love Legos. It makes so much sense. And I love coloring, and I love gel pens. So the more you know. Now you know, if you didn't know, that Star Wars gel pens are a thing. I did get some Lego sets too for my birthday. I got the new hibiscus set. And then I got the one that's Books Are My Passion, and it's like a little bookshelf with the little lady and her reading a book and sipping her cappuccino. It's so cute. And then last but not least, I asked my husband actually is a really good gift giver, and I usually don't ever tell him anything that I want. I just let him go because he knows me. We've been together a really long time. We were dating in high school, in middle school, I think too, for that matter. But this year I was like, I usually buy something for myself too for my birthday, or I'll treat myself to something or do something. This year I was like, I want to get my next big thing on my list, on my wish list for coloring supply. And I was like, I just asked my husband, I was like, do you want me to just give you an idea of something that you could get me? And then you don't have to worry about buying something else. And he said, sure. And I sent him Polychromos. So this is my first time with Polychromos. I have never used them before. Really excited to add them to the collection. This is the 120 set from Faber-Castell. And I've just been using Prismacolors for years and years and years. And I love them, and I still love them and will always love them. And I like how they are soft, but I've been coloring a lot, and I'm really enjoying the hobby. And I thought it would be nice to have the other premium set of pencil that is quite different when it comes to pencils. Whereas the Prismacolor is very soft and good for blending. My understanding is that polychromos are very good for layering. It's a harder pencil and contains more oil, whereas the Prismacolors contain more of wax in their formulation. I know that there's fans of both. I think they perform differently depending on the paper. And so it'll be very exciting to use these. And so I just was really happy that he was happy to get these for me. It was very nice. And I'm looking forward to using them. So a wonderful, wonderful birthday gift. And then we did go out to dinner and went to the zoo, actually, is what we did for my birthday with the family, my kids. So that's it. It's not a ton. I have reached a point where I feel like I have a lot of books, and I love the books that I have, and I want to get to coloring in them. And it is very tempting. I'm sure I will continue to grow my collection. And as I color in some of the books from illustrators that I know that I like, I'll probably continue to buy more from those. But I am trying to slow down a little bit because I've kind of been at this now in the community for since the beginning of 2024. So, almost going on 2 years now. So my collection has grown a lot. I'm going to start actually tracking so I can get a better feel for my collection, what I have and what I'm accomplishing. And so, yeah, I'm not shopping as much these days, but I still like to see what's out there. I still enjoy a good haul video. I know that you guys do too. So thanks for joining me. And I had a great birthday, and I appreciate all my gifts. And I'm looking forward to using them and coloring some more for fall and spooky season. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me today, and have a lovely rest of your week. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And again, feedback always welcome. Leave me any of your questions for anything that you might have had along the way, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye. I knew I was feeling off. Oh, future me back again with some bonus footage. So I got 2 more things to share with you for the haul, because I don't expect that I'm going to do another haul video for a while. At least that's not my plan. But this wasn't my birthday, but just this past weekend, I did pick up a couple things. We were traveling to another town for travel baseball. My son was playing in a showcase, and this area actually had a Books A Million, which is a bookstore chain. And we don't have that where I live. We have Barnes and Noble, but we don't have Books A Million. So my daughter and I, and some of our downtime, we went there, and I was shocked by how many coloring books that I had only ever seen like online and purchased online by some of these really nice illustrators that they actually had in the store. So I don't know if that's just a normal thing for Books A Million. Sorry, Books A Million, BAM. Or if it's like the owner happens to be into coloring or something. I don't know, because I was like Maria Trolle, a lot of Lulu Mayo, Joanna Basford. I mean, some of those, yes, you can find outside of Books A Million, but they had a ton of stuff, and we were looking for a while, and anyway, so we got two things. And my daughter and I were like in agreement, like we really liked these and we had never seen them before. So the first is Seasons Creepings Coloring, color 60 spooky and cute creatures with a holiday twist. And this is illustrated by Lydia Jean. This is new. It was published in 2025 from Rock Point, and it looks to be a Christmas coloring book with a Halloween theme, which you guys know I love. I love Christmas and I love Halloween, so this was perfect. Excuse my cat, who is like really trying to get our attention to be fed again in the background. Actually, when I first started filming this video, he got up on the table like he was going to be part of the video. Kind of wish that he had been, but I was like, what are you doing? I think he gave up because he saw that I was like not going to get up because I'm doing my thing. But yeah, these are single-sided. They've got like a little pattern on the other side. And look how cute. So my daughter found this or picked it up first, and we were like, oh, this is really cute. So it doesn't really look like any other illustrations that we have. It's it reminds me of a cartoon from like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. And I'm going to look it up in a little bit, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know, because that's what the vibes that it's giving me are from like one of those shows. But there's some that are very detailed and some that are maybe less so, but it's a really good collection and it's just perfect. So my daughter and I are kind of sharing this one. Seasons Creepings. And when have I ever been into a store and saw a coloring book that I had never seen before? It's not very often, because most of the time I kind of know what I'm getting into, but this looks like it's a newer book. Then the other thing that we saw, and this we're going to say is my daughter's, but she'll let me color in it, and I wanted to share it with you, is Bobby Good's postcard coloring book. Tiny postcard format, which I know is really popular right now. And the first half has they're already colored postcards, and then the second half are ones that you colored, and she colored one already, and we were in the hotel. Because I always bring coloring stuff with me when we travel, even if it's like a day trip or something. But they're so cute. And she's like, ooh, she kind of like squealed, and it's got a little sheet of stickers. 2 sheets, looks like. This is my first, it says 2025. This is my first Bobby Goods anything, but my understanding from social media is that Bobby Goods kind of started it all with the cute and cozy books. And I don't have any of those, but this is so cute. And yeah, from Books A Million. So yeah, sorry. I forget. I forget that this was just this past weekend. So, but yeah, totally cool that found a bookstore that actually had stuff that you could look at. Oh, because they had Christine Karen. Like it goes on and on and on. Like they had a bunch of stuff that I had only ever seen like people haul them on the coloring channels. I'd never actually seen them anywhere else. So that was really neat to get to actually see them in person. So, okay. I think that's it for real this time. All right. Thanks. Love you. Bye.